second attempt at a green-white checker finish. 3's the max number possible. Look at the field of cars, how few there are at this point. How many of the ones you're looking at up front are all beaten and banged up. And there's going to be a lot more pushing and shoving to get back around to the checkered flag and see who takes home the trophy here at Talladega today. Can it be one of the upset candidates? Mike Wallace, Joe Nemechek, 01, 87, or one of the favorites like Sadler or Brad Keselowski, last year's winner?
Yeah.
We'll find out.
I think we're going to see that third green-white checker.
I was going to say, we'll find out potentially in 3 more laps, but perhaps in another 7 or 8, Marty, DJ, and Andy.
Well, Alan, this is the first time in series history that we've gone this far. Every other one has only been a single attempt at the green-white. This will be a first time at a double attempt. And my question for you guys is, we got some other guys out there that could run out of fuel?
Well, potentially there is that possibility. They last pitted on lap 85. They'll have to go about 39 to 40 laps just if they go to this green-white checker. If it goes longer than that, I think there might be a couple of them that could have trouble.
And let's update you. James Busch, we can tell you, has been checked out and released from the infield care center, so that is good news as we get ready to go. I'm looking at those tires. That doesn't match up color-wise. That looks more like maybe Sam Hornish.
Yeah, he may have got those from Sam Hornish's team.
I
don't know why Sam would give. I don't know why he'd give away some of his tires.
I'm not sure.
There might be some of his used ones from practice.
Well, you can only use
knowing Johnny Davis, that's probably the truth.
You can only use so many sets. Lights are out on the pace car. Let's reset it for you. There's Johnny up on the box. As it'll be Mike Wallace with Joe Nemechek second, Elliott Sadler third, Brad Keselowski, Trevor Bayne, Kyle Busch. Your top 6, then Edwards, Logano, Allgaier, and Almirola. Listen to the crowd. They have been loving this. As soon as we get done here, we'll be sending you to NHRA qualifying from Charlotte. Green flag flies. Hang on.
Wow, look at the push Joe Nemechek gets from Keselowski.
Yeah, he was up on it right there. Elliott Sadler was back a little bit from Mike Wallace. That's going to hurt their efforts.
Right in the middle of that mix. Look at the 16 and the 60. Bain and Edwards.
Still like you, Dale, I think that the momentum at the very end is what it's going to be. The cars up front may not be the ones to be here.
No, they're sitting ducks out there, I believe.
Right now, Joe Nemechek's in the catbird seat.
Got a 3-car tandem now.
Almirola's tucked in behind. You're right, the 60.
Yeah, he took Junior's advice and took off where he could go. But he's going to be a sitting duck here in a second.
He is hung out right now. In fact, here come the 2 Gibbs cars. They go on the high side to get around Almirola. He is stranded. Coming towards this white flag. This race is official. We will finish it on this next lap, no matter what happens. Look out, it's going to get tight.
Well, that got those separated. The 60 and 16 separated.
And that may be all the others needed, because look at how far back they have dropped. Down the back stretch, it is the 18 of Kyle Busch. He has never won here in 7 prior starts. Look out. Mike Wallace, and he's up and over. Wallace gets back on all 4s. The 38 of Leffler is also involved. The race is going to end under caution. And we'll have to wait for NASCAR to give us the official as to which car was the leader.
Mike Wallace able to drive this car one.
Yeah, baby!
I'm thinking Kyle Busch is going to be the winner of this race.
Here's why you never give up.
The scoring has
The
Trevor
18
Bayne, but they've switched it over to Kyle Busch.
The 18 thinks he's won. He's giving Joey a little nudge.
Yeah, he probably knows.
Well, that sounds like Trevor Bayne's radio, doesn't it? That was 18's radio, okay. That was Kyle Busch's radio. We are waiting for NASCAR to give us a freeze the field report. And they will figure out exactly who was in the position at the time the caution was thrown.
Kyle pretty confident.
Well, this has been his worst track. We talked about the fact 3 of those 7 prior races, he didn't even make it to the finish. Okay, we still don't know the exact time the caution came out, but here's the replay.
See a lot of people with run. You can see Mike Wallace having a big run here, getting a push from Elliott Sadler. That's where it's all going to start, as he tried to make a move.
he gets
Yeah,
airborne.
the caution does not come out right away here. It goes just a little bit longer before it does come out.
Yeah, the 18 was in front at that moment.
Earl Edwards gets spun in that altercation.
Still waiting for official word. Here's another angle.
It's a lot of push and shove. You know, Mike Wallace's car really was out of control the whole race.
And we've just got the official word. Kyle Busch is your winner. So he is now won in all 3 series here at
We did
Talladega.
somehow. I don't know how.
All right, here's your top 5. Is Kyle Busch, Joey Logano, Joe Nemechek is 3rd, Brad Keselowski, and Elliott Sadler. That is your official top 5 from NASCAR. Dave Burns is caught up with a very disappointed Johnny Davis.
Well, and Marty, he was able to climb down with just a bit of a smile there. Johnny, you were close until the end there.
Yeah, it was a good race. Mike sure made this race team look good. We got to thank James Finch. That was his race car. You know, it was a good race. Brad done a heck of a job in the pits. Mike done a wonderful job driving. Jason Jarrett was a heck of a spotter. Joe Nemechek kept us going all day long. I mean, we couldn't have done it without Joe. Joe pushed us there, and it was just good, man. I don't know. It's close but no cigar, you know, but that's why we work 18 hours a day and 7 days a week at my shop with about 8 people, you know. So it's very rewarding to come here and do this with this group of cars and this people here. And, you know, there's a lot of people here. We struggle paying our bills, man. There's a lot of people here trying to help us out of the Cup garage, out of the Nationwide garage. And like I said, I just couldn't thank James Finch enough for what all he's done for us. I guess we'll have to pay him for a race car now, but, you know, we had a good day, and I'm sure he's smiling for us too. Him, Nick, and all those boys over at their shop. So.
They showed him they were here today, guys, for sure. Vince Welch.
With the 18 team and crew chief Jason Ratcliffe, the first time Kyle Busch has won a nationwide restrictor plate race for Joe Gibbs Racing, and it happens in the most unlikely of scenarios. How in the world did you guys win this race today?
Well, I tell you what, we won it by having good teammates. We had a good pit crew on pit road that took a car that had a lot of damage, and it's ugly, or it was ugly about 30 laps ago. Right now it's looking pretty. But, you know, praise the Lord for good teammates, for sure. Joey Logano, Adam Stevens, all the guys on the 20 car. Could not have done it without them. They were committed, you know, here about 15 laps ago. Joey said, all right, I'm committed, man. I'm going to push you all the way to the end if that's what it takes. So this win is, you know, this is their win as much as ours. We couldn't have done it without them. Kyle did an awesome job today. Both spotters, Eddie DeHunt and Mark Robertson, did a great job today for both cars. And this crew, man, I just can't say enough, you know, about them coming in, fixing this car, and never giving up. You know, you just never give up, and you get results like this. But like I said, praise the Lord for great teammates and an awesome day today.
They won a lot of races, but I haven't seen many celebrations like this one down here today, Doc.
And look at the damage on Joey Logano's Toyota Camry. Now, this is the windshield, folks. It was the air going underneath the windshield. This is the A post, and it's peeled open, and you can actually look inside and see the driver people still sitting in the car. This car's been open like a giant can opener, and yet somehow, Joey, this car ran and pushed your teammate to victory. How'd that happen?
I just had Kyle, yeah, I mean, our car was okay. They were second, but yeah, I wish we could have got to the checkered flag, and maybe we could have done something with Kyle there. Just I was committed to pushing him, and we were gonna get all the way to the front one way or the other, and then battle it off to the checkered flag. Just it's a bummer that caution came out there at the end. All I know is I saw a car go upside down, so in the mirror. But the GameStop car was good. Guys did a good job. Just man, it looks like we're at Martinsville more than Talladega. We're beating the heck out of these 4 cars. I got hit in the door. My A-post falling apart. Bumpers are falling off every car. It's just it's crazy out there. But yeah, we got a good finish out of it. Just I'd rather be in victory lane. I think this is probably his 3rd or 4th time I think I've pushed people to the win. I just got to be on the other side someday.
Yeah, Marty, 3rd year in a row he has pushed the eventual winner to the checkered flag here at Talladega.
All right, Doc, let's take another wild ride and go on board with Trevor Bayne. And on board with Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Differences, similarities between today's cars and tomorrow's cars. Was there something you can watch today? Well, I think a couple cars will probably be.
And Vince is caught up with the man who finished in 3rd place. A great run for Joe Nemechek.
Well, that's right. And he was just watching that replay of Mike Wallace. You guys had quite a tandem. What did it feel like to be running up front at Talladega again?
Well, I tell you what, for a small team being the underdog, what a day. You know, I lost a lap early in the race, got hooked up with Mike Wallace, and man, we went right to the front. I got to thank Toyota for helping us out. I got to thank Extends, one race deal. We have more races coming with Kevin Conway. Got to thank Nationwide Insurance for keeping this going, and the fans for being here. But man, what a day. I mean, we just have a small crew, just a small team trying to do what we can do week by week, and we gave them a run for their money today. I wish it would have finished under green. I got to say hello to Andrea and the kids back at home, but if it would have finished that lap, I don't know if we would have got them over here in the Tri-Oval, but we had the run coming back when the caution come out. Just came close, but what an improvement for our team.
Joe Nemechek and Mike Wallace gave him a lot to cheer about today, Marty.
All right, thanks, Vince. Final thoughts?
Well, just a wreck fest, but it turned out to be a real team effort at the end with Kyle Busch and Joey Logano working together.
Yeah, different racing than we've seen at Talladega in the past with these 2-car tandems, but as you can tell, great racing right to the very end.
A record 11 cautions, a record 57 lead changes. And let's talk to the man who had the last lead change on the last lap for the 4th time in 5 races. Jamie?
And Kyle Busch went through a little bit of everything today. Started mid-pack, got spun, lost his drafting partner. After the big one that Kyle got caught up in, he brought it down pit road. This crew went to work on all 4 corners of this race car. Kyle, I believe you even said after you wrecked, you said, guys, let's take it to the garage. How did this happen? How did you get back to victory lane?
I don't know. You know, it's look at the thing. I mean, I got hit like 3 times on the left side. I thought it was killed, but I said it was killed, but these guys did a great job putting it back together with great leadership from Jason Ratcliffe. And the Z-Line Designs Camry doesn't look the best, but it was certainly the best right there at the end, especially with the guy who was pushing me. Joey was a great teammate today. Can't thank everybody from the whole JGR organization, the guys with GameStop. Thank those guys. You know, they deserve to win just as much as we do right here. This is a team win, and it's cool to get it here. And finally, I won a nationwide race here, so now I completed the sweep at Talladega. But again, you know, NOS Energy Drink, Toyota, this Camry was pretty fast today in the draft and getting pushed with another Camry, so it worked good there. And Gillette, Nationwide Insurance, Marquee Jets, thank the fans. You know, it's cool to run a nationwide series. Love doing it, love winning too.
All right, Kyle Busch wins his first nationwide race at Talladega.
Indeed, something big happened today at Talladega.
It sure did. Tell you what a race.
Big action, big lead changes, big surprise, big finish. Had it all today, and quite the ending to today's race. NASCAR will be rechecking the final scoring for a little while, but we do know for sure that Kyle Busch has won the race after Mike Wallace got turned upside down on the last lap. Kyle leading when the caution was put on and the field was frozen. Next week, off to Nashville for the NASCAR Nationwide Series. Next Saturday, 2 Eastern ESPN. Off to Charlotte for some NHRA 4-wide drag racing. This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports.